Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my February favourites video for you. I've been purchasing quite a lot of makeup recently, so let's just go ahead and get started. So I've got this massive box, and this is actually from Beauty Bay if you're wondering. It's one of the like gift box things they give you. Oh, I've got a hairband on my wrist, so let's just take that off. So I'm just going to start off with skincare as it's on the top of the box. Got my favourites in there. So the first skincare item that I've been loving, and I think this is the only skincare item in this favourites video, is the Soap & Glory Speed Plump Overnight Miracle Moisture Mousse. And this is what it looks like. This is really nice. It's like a really thick, moussey texture, as you'll be able to tell. It smells absolutely incredible. It smells like peaches and like sort of apricot. It's really, really nice. And this has been so nice on my skin. If you watch my channel, you'll know that I've suffered with oily skin for a few years, and basically only recently I've actually discovered through watching YouTube videos and from hearing other people's stories about their oily skin that my skin is actually dehydrated. So recently I've been using more sort of moisturising products on my skin like this to help bring back some moisture into my skin, as my skin's been lacking moisture, hence why that's why it's been sort of creating its own oil, if that makes any sense to you. This has been working wonders on my skin, and I just apply this at night. Sometimes if I forget to apply this at night and during the day I don't wear anything on my face, then I'll just wear this throughout the day, as it's really nourishing and moisturising. So yeah, and the scent of it is absolutely amazing. Next up is a primer, and this is the NIVEA Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm, and this is absolutely incredible. If you didn't already know, then you can use this as a primer, thanks to Nikki's tutorials for finding this for us all. I've mentioned this quite a few times on my channel now, but one of the main ingredients in this is glycerin. Now the thing with glycerin is that when you apply something on top of it, it's going to lock that product down, and it's going to make whatever you apply on top of it stick to it and hold it in place. So this is why this is such a good primer, and this is why you can use it as a primer, as it has glycerin in it. So I would highly recommend this, and it obviously smells of men, but I'm really not put off by the scent of this. And the good thing is I think this is only around like £4 or £5, so it's really cheap, and most sort of drugstore primers are quite sort of around that price anyway. So yeah, I really recommend this, especially if you have oily skin actually, and even if you have dry skin, as it feels really nice and sort of nourishing on your skin when you apply it. So I've been loving this. Also, along with that, I've been loving the EX1 INVISIWEAR liquid foundation, and mine is in the shade F300, and this is amazing if you wear fake tan or you have a slight olive undertone to your skin, as this has more of an olive undertone, as it's not too yellow and it's not too orange, and it's definitely not pink. So yeah, it's got more of a sort of olive undertone to it, so it's absolutely amazing if you do sort of wear fake tan or whatever. Obviously I wear fake tan, so this is absolutely perfect for me, and I love this foundation. It has amazing coverage. It doesn't feel heavy or too thick on the skin. It doesn't look cakey. It's an absolute dream, and it's only £12.50, and I picked mine up from Look Fantastic, I think that's what it's called. Highly recommend it. If you have dry skin, I'd just say to sort of moisturise your skin very sort of thoroughly before applying this, but yeah, apart from that, I have been loving this product. Moving on to concealer, I have the Maybelline New York Master Conceal by Face Studio, and this is in 20 Light. Now I actually apply this as a sort of primer to my eyes. So what I will do is I'll tidy up underneath my brows with this concealer with a flat brush and blend that. And what I do is I just like to take the concealer down onto my lid, and then what I'll do is then set it with a powder. But what I love about this concealer is that I can just apply it to my lid and it doesn't crease quickly. Like it literally, I can leave it on there for a couple of minutes and it still hasn't creased. Like it's literally like crease proof, and it's amazing coverage, and it has such a lovely undertone. It's more of a yellow undertone, which I really like, especially when sort of highlighting and that. And I'd say that the packaging reminds me of the Makeup Forever concealer, the Ultra HD I think it's called. I haven't picked that up yet, but I've been sort of wanting to try that. I actually picked this up in America. I'm not sure if you can get it in England. They probably might bring it over here, I'm not sure. They're a bit sort of funny with things like that with makeup products, because the US have a lot more than the UK, which is a bit sad. But so if you can pick this up on Amazon or eBay, I'm sure Amazon would do it, or any other sort of sites that do American makeup. But yeah, I really love this, and I've been using it to prime my eyes. Okay, and then to set that concealer in place and all my other concealers, and to bake and give some lightness to my face, I've been using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and this just literally works wonders. If you have oily skin especially, then get this. This might seem quite pricey to some people just for like a powder, but if you have oily skin, then you'll understand what I mean, in the fact that if it works, you're sort of willing to pay whatever the price. I'm sorry if you can hear my boyfriend, by the way. He's on his Xbox and he won't shut up, so sorry about that. I picked mine up in America. It was about I think it was about $38. I think in the UK it's about £30, something like that. I just literally have no bad things to say about this setting powder. I use it to set the concealer on my eyes. I use it to set the concealer underneath my eyes. I literally use it for everything, and I just think it's incredible. It also doesn't feel sort of drying or heavy on your skin, and I just find that when I apply this to my face, it literally makes me look like I've been airbrushed, or that I just look, my skin looks flawless. I can't explain it. It's just so good. So yeah, I highly recommend this, especially if you have oily skin. If you have dry skin, don't be scared to try this out, because it doesn't dry your skin out as long as you don't sort of bake with it. But I think that's with any sort of powder, if you apply too much of it, you're going to dry your skin out anyway. But yeah, I highly recommend this for literally everyone. And this shade is obviously translucent, but it literally suits every single skin tone. So yeah, moving on to eyeshadows. Now this is the Too Faced Semi Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and as you can see, mine is well and truly loved. I've only had it for like a month. I literally love every single shade in here. The only shade I'm disappointed with is Blueberry Swirl. I just don't think it's very pigmented. Like when you swatch it, for example, on your finger, the colour payoff is amazing, and then when you put it, say like on the back of your hand, it's not that pigmented, and I just think it's a bit of a letdown with that shade, as I love sort of colourful eyeshadows, so I would have loved to do like a makeup look using this. But yeah, it's just not that pigmented. Apart from that, I think this palette is absolutely beautiful, especially like for a birthday present for someone, like a girlfriend or like a loved one that loves makeup and chocolate. It smells absolutely incredible. All the powders in it are made from real cocoa powder, so that's why it smells so nice. And literally every time I pick this up, I just have to smell it. I would say that if you love sort of warmer toned eyeshadows, then I'd say this is definitely the palette for you. Also, it has mattes, shimmers, and obviously you've got your lid shades. And also, even if you just sort of love neutrals as well, this is a really good palette. I love also the fact that the two pans in this are coconut cream, which is a matte buttery sort of shade, and then you have Butter Pecan, which is a shimmery sort of goldish champagne-y shade. And I love the fact that these two are bigger than the other shades, as they're the shades you sort of use the most, I'd find. Like today I used Butter Pecan in the inner corners of my eyes, and Coconut Cream I find is your sort of base shadow. So yeah, I love this. And I also love the fact that it comes with a matte black. The matte black is actually really good. I even sort of prefer this over Makeup Geek's Corrupt eyeshadow, which is saying a lot. And the packaging on this is literally just adorable. So yeah, I love this. And I'm also sort of thinking about maybe picking up the other chocolate bar palette as well. Let me know your thoughts if you think one's better than the other, because I'm thinking of maybe doing a sort of comparison and like demo using the two. Let me know. Moving on to lashes, I have the ELDORA false lashes in M106, and I've literally just been wearing these eyelashes for the past month or so. Not the same pair, but these have become my sort of go-to eyelashes. I have them on today. These are obviously a pair that haven't been opened yet, but I absolutely love these. They're so sort of fluttery and full, and they don't look too sort of much on your eyes. I find that I can wear these with eyeliner, without eyeliner, with a smoky eye, with a sort of neutral eye, and they literally just go with everything. So I absolutely love these. If you like a more sort of natural lash, then I'd recommend the M103, I think they're called, or the M109, I can't remember. But I absolutely love these. So if you love a sort of full, thicker lash, then I'd highly recommend these. And I think they're only about £7 or something. So basically the same price as Eyelure anyway. So moving on to highlighters, I have the KIKO Long Lasting Wet and Dry Use Eyeshadow in 208. and the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Obviously the KIKO one is an eyeshadow and it comes with a little mirror, which is really handy, but I actually picked this up the first time I bought it to use as a highlighter. So as you'll be able to see, this is literally like stunning. I love it. This is a dupe of the Laura Geller Gilded Honey one, but I find this is a little bit more sort of on the yellow sort of gold side, whereas this is more of a sort of orangey gold, sort of more, has a more sort of copper tone, I'd say. Yeah, it's more sort of orangey, the Laura Geller one, but I love both just as much. So the KIKO one is this one, and the Laura Geller one is this one. So as you will see, the Laura Geller one has more of a sort of orange tone to it. But I love to layer these, so I'll apply the KIKO one first and then the Laura Geller one over it. And I'd never really heard of Laura Geller before my boyfriend's mum actually spoke to me about their products, as she always used to get the, I think it's the powder foundation from them, and I'd never really heard of them before. And then when I was in America, they had this massive Laura Geller stand in the Ulta, so I went over and I'd been wanting the Gilded Honey highlighter for so long, so I just decided to pick it up, and it literally, I just want to try more of her products now. So I think that she does another highlighter in the Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. I think it's the shade Ballerina. A girl I follow on Instagram, I think her name's Rosie, has it, and she mentioned it on her Snapchat and it looks so nice, so I might just have to go pick that up. She also has a YouTube channel as well, so I'll link that down below. I just want to try out some more of her products, and the baked, I think it's the baked blushes, they look so nice. They look just like the highlighters, so yeah, I'm so impressed with these. And then moving on to the lips, I have a couple of things to mention. This is the NYX Natural Lip Pencil, and I'll just do a swatch of it. That's it there. As you're able to see, this is very sort of waxy and quite sort of mushy, but I really like this. As the name suggests, it's very sort of natural, so it's more like your lips but better. It's more of a sort of, I'd say a sort of peachy brown, but I'd say that this would suit sort of every single skin tone. I love this to wear with literally every single lip colour, like a nude. I just find that it complements everything really. What I like about this also is that you don't have to sharpen it, so it's just a retractable lip pencil. But like I said, it does get a little bit sort of mushy, so it does break off quite easily. But this is so affordable, so I picked this up in America as well, and I actually have it on today. I don't think you'll be able to tell, obviously, because I have a liquid lipstick on, but yeah. So that's the NYX Natural Lip Pencil. Then the last lip things I want to mention are just some liquid lipsticks. I absolutely love liquid lipsticks, I'm obsessed with them. So I have 3 of the Dose of Colours liquid lipsticks and the Kat Von D one. So I'm just going to do some swatches. So on my hand here, I have Dose of Colours, Stone, Truffle and Bear With Me. Stone is more of a sort of purpley mauvey pink shade, and Truffle is more of a sort of brown mauvey shade, and then Bear With Me is more of a sort of peachy nude. So I love all 3 of these. Sometimes I find that Stone and Truffle look the same on my lips, but that just might be my lips, I'm not sure. But I love also Bear With Me, and then I love adding the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Noble, and I like to apply this to sort of the centre of my lips. There's the Kat Von D one here. As you can see, this is a lot lighter and a more sort of peachy nude. As you can see, it looks even lighter than Bear With Me by Dose of Colours. But I love the packaging of the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. I literally just love her packaging. It's so sort of cool and sort of edgy. I love to add that in the sort of centre. I've done that today actually, and I just have Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood and then Noble in the centre, and then the NYX Natural Lip Liner around the edge to line my lips. So yeah, I absolutely love these liquid lipsticks. I would say my favourite brand of liquid lipsticks has to be the Dose of Colour ones, as they literally don't feel like you have anything on your lips at all. They're not drying or anything. They smell really nice. The Kat Von D ones, sometimes I find that when you apply them, I don't know if this is just me, but when you apply them, sometimes when you sort of press your lips together afterwards, it sort of feels like you have powder on your lips. I don't know if that's just me, but I do love them apart from that. Okay, and then moving on to my last favourite. I literally just can't stop eating recently, and these have been like my favourite thing for the past couple of weeks, and these are the Cadbury Easter Cake Selection Box. Well, not like this whole box, but the You see these little like cake bar things with the little egg in? These are literally amazing. You can get these in a like different box on their own, and I literally ate all 6 in one day, and I'm not even ashamed. Get a box next time you go into your local supermarket. And jam donuts. I can't stop eating jam donuts. So that's it for this favourites video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to leave me your favourites in the comments down below, as I'd love to know what you've been loving this month and share each other's favourites with each other. So yeah. So also please ignore like this background. It's because my boyfriend's in my bedroom and he's on his Xbox, and yeah, so I had to film in here. So I'm just sat in my lounge on the sofa, just chilling. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more upcoming videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. So take care, bye!